Hey guys, it is Krafty Awareness, and I cannot wait to reveal this September kit any longer, so I'm doing this video a day earlier. So, before we actually get into the kit, first of all, I made sure not to use my other phone holder because of the light and the glare. I want you guys to be able to see everything without that glare. So I went back to my old phone contraption just for this video. And then I do want to make a few announcements. So the first one is, I feel that it's unfair to leave the coffee kit for only 2 weeks. So I will extend it to September 12th. September 12th will be the last day to get the coffee kit, because this new September kit will premiere on the first day of September, and I will make it last for a whole month because it is a Halloween theme kit. And I do plan to come out possibly with 2 more kits in September, because the month of October will be a very, very busy month for me when it comes to work. I have 3 big conferences that I have to work that month, so I don't think I'm going to have time to create the October kit and November kit during that month. So I'd rather release those this September coming up. So I will probably release the October kit mid-September, and then the November kit at the end of September. So I have a lot of work when it comes to creating in September. So yeah, it's going to be a crazy month for me in September for Etsy. Okay, so I don't want you guys to wait any longer. So I'm so proud of this kit. I love how everything came out. So the September kit is the classic monster movies kit. So like Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Bride, Dracula, the Gillman, the Mummy, the Invisible Man, and the Phantom. So I love how this dashboard came out. Of course, in your kit it will come with this really cool dashboard, and I have to say I feel bad that the Bride is the only one that doesn't have a savings challenge, nor does the Mummy, but I did something else with the Mummy, which you'll see later on. So it will come, and I'm only showing the A5 kit because I want to conserve my ink. I will still give the option for the A6 for this kit, but there's a special item that I am adding to this kit. I have a limited amount of that special item, so I will only post 1 A6 kit. The rest will be all A5 kits. So that's the dashboard. Let me move this so it doesn't bug anyone. Okay, so of course the color in, this is the Phantoms challenge. You just color in each mask, you write your denomination, and of course all of these will be laminated. You can reuse this over and over again. So that's the Phantoms A5 challenge. And then here's another color in challenge with the werewolf. So it's called Howl at the Moon, and I just put each wolf/moon. So you just color it in, write your denomination. So it's a really cool color in design. So I did something a little bit different. So this is called Dr. Frankenstein's Crossword. So I'm going to explain how this one works. So in the little corner there, there's Dr. Frankenstein, of course. And so you can write the amount that you want for each letter. And once you can do it word for word, or you can just do all the letters first without the monster and do the monster last. You do it however you want to do it. So when you get to the monster, so you're going to use a die or a dice, and what your roll is times the amount that you wrote for each letter. So for instance, if you put down $2 per letter and you want to, knock out a monster, you roll your die. For instance, you get a 6, and 2 times 6 is $12. So you put in $12 or you save $12. So I painstakingly did this box by box. The great thing is everything is filled out. You don't have to figure out what it is and so forth. But I just wanted to come up with a different concept when it comes to savings challenges. So and I definitely wanted to do a Frankenstein theme. So this is the best that I came up with, and I have to say I'm really proud about this one. Okay, so next is the Gillman. I love how this challenge came out. I title it Get Back to the Boat. So you roll and save. You start from here to there, but you know, it doesn't really matter. So there is a rule here. So it says after 2 rolls of not getting the remaining numbers, then 2x the remaining numbers. So for instance, you can probably tell there's not a lot of 1s and 2s on this savings challenge. So there's a lot of 5s and 6 and a few 4s. So when you knock out those lower numbers, it's going to get harder and harder. So that's why for instance, if you do, I would recommend you start off with 1 die, and then as you get towards like you're almost done with this and you still have a lot of the high numbers left, you get do the pair of dice, and you know, once you roll the first time you don't get like a 5 or a 6, then you roll again, and if you still don't get a 5 or a 6, then you have to 2x the remaining numbers. So if let's say that you have all you have is a 5 and a 6 left, so you can either do both. So it would be a 10 and 12, so 10 plus 12 is $22, or you can just knock out one of them, do like for instance do the $10, and then you can re-roll again to try and get a 6. But it's up to you how you want to play this game. So that's the only rule of this game. So really proud how this came out as well. So on to the Scratchoffs. So this one is completely different from other Scratchoffs. Now I have to say it will be a little wonky, especially this area here, but it's still playable. It's still usable. So this is really fun. This is based on the Invisible Man. So it says pick a path, scratch and save. So you pick a path. So let's say you pick path 2, and you don't necessarily have to scratch off the first one, second, third in that order. You can scratch off whichever one you want in that path, but just make sure you scratch off. And these are footprints, if you guys are curious. So there's bloody footprints underneath the Scratchoffs, and they will have a denomination on them. Now I have to say there's 2 paths that are worth $50, and then there's 1 path that's worth $75. Now it's the path with the 75 doesn't necessarily mean anything. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to give it away, but you don't even know which path is which. So I'm just saying, just because 75 is the highest, it does not necessarily mean that's the Invisible Man. That's the path that you're gonna find the Invisible Man. I'm just saying. But anyways, yeah, so you scratch however you want to scratch in this area, whether it's in order or you want to just pick whatever, and then once you're done with the footprints, you scratch the very end, and there's 2 try agains, and of course they'll have a denomination underneath, and one of them will have the Invisible Man, and the Invisible Man will have a really low denomination, like a 5. The lowest denomination on here is $5, and the highest I believe might be 20 or 25. I'm not sure, but I try not to make my denominations not too high, because I know a lot of people prefer like lower numbers. So I have to say this is definitely one of my best scratch off concepts that I came up with, and I hope you guys will like this as well. So on to the last savings challenge of this kit. I really love this savings challenge. Of course, this is a pocket So it does, so you can put your money in, and there's a hole punch on the bottom that you can put in your binder. So you write your denominations in, and the rules here are on the front. So you start at level 1, and if you find the weapon before encountering the monster, then you effectively defeat the monster when you reveal it. Number 3 is, if you encounter the monster first before finding the weapon, then you must roll a 5 or more if you use a single die, or 10 or more if you use a pair of dice to defeat the monster. If you lose, you multiply your roll with the level number. So example, level 6 times 2 equals 12. You can half it if it's too high. So let me show you now. I would have to say my number one, no, I would have to say it's a tie, but you guys know I do have 2 scratch-offs that have these grid scratch-off. One of them is the colorful grids, and the other one is Beware of Mines. So since those are really popular, a lot of people buy those, I decided to make this one as well with the same scratch-off type of stickers. So as you can see here, each grid has a level. So you start at level 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So level 1 is the Invisible Man, level 2 is the Mummy, 3 is the Gillman, 4 is the Wolfman, 5 is Frankenstein's monster, and 6 is Dracula. So like it says in the rules, so you'll see a lot of this running symbol, and that just means that you're like safe from the monster. You're just running from it. So when you reveal that running symbol, you save whatever you put, whatever amount that you put for that symbol. And then now, like it says in the rules, if you reveal the weapon first, so there is one monster in one of the squares, and then there is a weapon in one of the squares. So if you reveal the weapon before revealing the monster, you automatically defeat the monster once you reveal the monster. And you just save whatever you put. So going into rule 3, if you reveal the weapon, if you reveal the monster before the weapon, you have to do the dice roll. So all of it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not hard to figure out how to play this game, and I can't wait to try this myself. I don't think I'm gonna start it this year. Maybe, I don't know. But because I don't want to, I'm one of those people, I try not to use my own scratch-offs because I know a lot of people buy my scratch-offs, so I don't want to reveal the answers. I know I try to make it different for myself, but sometimes I forget to do that, or I'm too lazy. So that's why I don't use my own scratch-offs in my videos. But if I do eventually make my own scratch-off that's different from the product that I'm selling to you guys, then I will do that. But I'm just too lazy to make my own of this one right now because I put so much work into this kit. So I don't think I'm going to do this right away. But anyways, I really love this. Out of all the savings challenges, this is definitely the best one that I came up with, to be honest. And I hope you guys will love this as well. So of course, this kit will come with a savings challenge tracker. And like I said, I felt bad for the Mummy that it did not get its own savings challenge. So I decided to design this savings challenge tracker around the Mummy, as you can see with all the wraps and stuff. So of course it will be two-sided, and I love how this came out. And I know this is kind of a little bit weird here in the corner, but that doesn't bug me, and I hope that doesn't bug you as well. So let me show you the bonus item that's going to be coming into this kit. I only have 8 of these awesome skull die. I'm only going to give 1 per kit. I wish I could give 2 per kit, but I just can't. So I only have 8 of these. I will post 7 of these for the A5, and I will only put 1 for the A6. So here's a closer look. I believe this is the 2 side the eyes, and then there's the 1, 4, 5, and then 6 on top, and then there's the 3 on the side, so that's why I think this one's 2. But I thought this was super cool and cute, and you can use this with your savings challenge games in this kit. And of course, if you order this kit during the month of September, I will add Halloween stickers to your order. What else? I think that's pretty... Oh, I forgot to show... You know what? When I do the cash stuffing video, I'll show the September freebie. So I totally forgot to do that for you guys. But I hope you guys will like the September freebie. But that's pretty much it for the September kit. I hope you guys love it as much as I love it. Like I said in one of my past videos, so far out of all the kits that I've designed, this one is the best kit I've ever designed. And I love that I'm just getting better and better in creating these kits. If you guys are curious, I do live in Florida. Hurricane Idalia didn't affect our area that much. Just a lot of wind and rain, but nothing damaging. But for those of you who do live in the Gulf of Mexico area or northern part of Florida or Alabama and so forth, please stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.